Eddie and Rocky are heathens. Let's face it. I ain't going to lie to you. Or as my dad used to call us, heathens.
Heathens?
You're a heathen. So therefore, we call in an expert to straighten us out.
Yeah, because there's lots of etiquette involved around the holidays in terms of what kind of gifts you should buy. Should you re-gift things? How much should you tip? You know, those sort of things. So we'll get them on here and
so we got ourselves a cross-cultural trainer, Sharon Schweitzer. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So, Sharon, here we are at the holiday time of year, and my partner and I are always talking about who do you tip and how do you tip them. Like, for instance, I was talking about the gentlemen who pick up our garbage. Now, how do I handle that? Because my garbage gets picked up at like 4:30 in the morning. I honestly, I'm going to stand out there in my slippers and robe and hand him 20 bucks.
In other words, there's no way in hell he's up at that hour, Sharon.
Correct.
So what should he do?
If I'm up at that hour, it's either a really late night or I'm sick. So how do you handle like something like that, Sharon?
Well, you know, they realize that you're probably not going to be out there at that hour, so you have a couple of choices on what you can do. You know, the first thing you want to do is think about putting it in an envelope and writing a note on it and taping it to the top of your trash bin, and do that. And you know, do something that's going to get their attention, like write in bright green so that they know it's for them.
But you don't know my neighborhood, Sharon. That 20 bucks ain't going to last a half hour out there.
The concrete jungle of
right.
Deer or wherever you live.
Some
yes.
township that take you down, man. Welcome to the jungle.
The other option you have is that you can call the office of whoever it is that collects.
Go. That makes sense.
And see, you know, who it is that does your route, and if you can send an envelope directed directly to them.
Right, and we've also had the discussion, Sharon, of who do you tip? Like if you tip people normally throughout the year, if I tip my hairstylist or whatever, right, you know, normally throughout the year, does she get an extra tip, or is that kind of you save it for people that don't get any tip throughout the year?
Okay, here's the deal on tipping. There are really no specific rules about how much or who to tip in the U.S., so it's definitely up to your own personal discretion. Now, many people use the time between Thanksgiving and New Year's Day to express gratitude by tipping people who have shown loyalty throughout the year. So that's the big key. So you're asking about someone who cuts hair, a barber or a hairdresser. Now, let's say you're somebody who has a hectic schedule and you call up at the last minute and say, I really need to get in. Is there any way you can work me in? And I need it today. And they say, you know what, yes, come over, I'll work you in. And they're constantly working you in because you have a rough schedule. That's somebody who's been loyal to you all year, working around your schedule. Then you may feel like even though you tip them all year, you want to give them a little something at the end of the year because you appreciate their loyalty to you. But that's your choice. You don't have to do that. But if you know, you may feel like you want to.
And as far as gift giving goes, and Sharon Schweitzer is our guest, re-gifting. You know, you hear people talk about this all the time. Somebody's nice enough to give you a gift, but you have absolutely zero use for it. Is it uncouth?
Well, and like for instance, Sharon, like my wife last year gave me this like horrible sweater, and I got this friend named Freddie, and I was going to think about re-gifting it to him.
Yeah,
and you know, but how do
Freddie still has it because nobody else wanted it.
No, but so how do you go about the re-gifting thing, Sharon?
Okay, the deal about re-gifting is you have to be very careful how you do it. And most people, when they re-gift non-personal items. So candles, bottles of wine, maybe a small appliance, things that are going to be more appreciated in the hands of someone else. But you need to carefully check the items for telltale signs that they've been passed on as a gift. So does it have a sell-by date? You need to make sure the product is still within a reasonable date of expiration, and you need to make sure it's in its original packaging. So you don't want to take it out, maybe let the kids play with it and put it back in, like, for example, with the sweater. You wouldn't want to wear the sweater and then decide, I don't like the sweater, because it's going to have your fabulous fragrance on it, and you're not going to want to do that. So think twice about separating products that came as part of a set. So
I'm sorry, but how about as far as this goes? Let's say someone gives you something and you open it and you go, okay, because you mentioned a bottle of wine. Because this is Rocky and I. We would go, oh, we don't consume alcohol. Would it be uncouth again to go here, give this to someone else if they give you a bottle of wine and I can't use this? Or would it be proper etiquette to accept it and then give it to someone else yourself
behind their back?
Right. I mean, because it seems to me that would make the person feel bad if you said, "Hey, I don't want this."
Yeah.
It's always proper etiquette to accept the gift graciously. And since you two gentlemen do not drink alcohol,
that is correct.
Of course you would want to regift it to someone who does drink alcohol. And you have two choices on how to do that. You can, number one, you can come right out and say, we received this gift of wine, and we thought you would enjoy it more than we would, so we would like to give it to you. Or you can say, just give them the wine without telling them where it came from. And, of course, put a new bow on it or put it in a new wine box or something along those lines. Just make sure you remove any sticker at the bottom that says, that it's going
to Eddie
from Bobby. That would be uncouth, it seems to me.
That would be. Now, what about this one, Sharon? What is the etiquette on gift cards? Because my family, we've instituted this year, by me, a no gift card policy. The only person in my family that will get a gift card is my dad, because he is the patriarch from the family, and he'll lose it if he doesn't get a gift card to Home Depot or something. So, but outside of that, I think kind of giving a gift card is kind of like blah, because it's like I could get this $25 thing myself. Should it not be more of a gift that's kind of more of a surprise?
Families set their own rules for how they want to give gifts. And if people want to opt out of gift cards, that's fabulous. That's great. And if that's how you want to do it, that's wonderful. I think, whatever families want to do, the more power to them. I think that's great.
Now, see, I have to argue because on my wife's side of the family, it is an all gift card thing because you and I have talked about this before.
Worse, though.
But you and I have talked about this about our wives before, where they hound you to, what do you want? What do you want? Well, I don't want much. If I want it, I'll go get it.
Buy it, yeah.
Surprise me. Well, with the family thing, nobody was like, I don't know what he wants. So they would come to Deb and go, what does he need? What does he want? And she would ask me, oh, hey, my sister-in-law wants to know what you want for Christmas. Well, nothing.
Nothing. But isn't the most pointless exercise in the world you getting somebody a gift card for $25 to O'Charlie's, and they get you a $25 gift card to TJ Maxx?
Well, at least you're getting a free meal out of it. I just shouldn't go on and do that. Your thoughts, Sharon?
So if this helps any, the one thing you want to do is let thoughtfulness drive your gift buying. Yes. Okay? You don't want to let it be driven by pressure. So it loses its meaning.
I hear you.
So if you can think about what are their hobbies, what do they like to do, what do they like to read, what do they spend their free time doing? Is it going hunting? Is it going to the gym? Is it bowling? What is it that they really like to do? And then you'll know maybe they're going to enjoy something along those lines. So most of the time, that's what people want, is something that shows your gracious holiday spirit. Now, the other thing people like to do is sometimes people like to get couples gifts. So if the couple has been married, they might get them something for the house or something that they enjoy doing together.
Yes.
That's good. I like that one. Yeah. Sharon, people want to know more. What can they do? You have a website?
Yes, I do. It's SharonSchweitzer.com, or they can go to protocolww.com and take a look at our blog.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Sharon.
You're welcome. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
And back to you.
Merry Christmas.
Ma'am. That's